Okay, welcome back to my Let's Play of the Infectious Madness of Dr. Dekker. The title is starting to make a little bit more sense at this point. Dr. Dekker seems to have gone mad at some point, and he started to, instead of trying to cure his patients, tried to make them descend even further into madness. Which, for all intents and purposes, seems to have worked. So, yeah. Let's move on to Elin. This is the nurse. I don't even really remember her problem. She kills her patients, but she didn't say that. But we all know it. What the fuck was her problem? I don't remember. But Mariana mentioned that she was on the pier on the beach on Valentine's Day night, which is an alibi, I guess. Although she was with somebody, so we're gonna find out. Hello.
I haven't had a great day, to be honest. Someone accused me of stealing from my patients, which I would never do. Plus, Hilda's getting worse.
Hilda?
Hilda's the one I mentioned in our last session. She's dying. I can tell.
We're all dying,
I need
kid.
to see her before it's too late.
Okay. How can you tell?
I can sense it. You know?
No.
It's like when you're outside and there's a sudden change in the light or the air feels different and you know it's going to rain. It's like that. I always know when one of my patients is fading, even before the doctors know. Their energy changes. It sounds silly when I put it into words. I sound like my mum.
That's because you are the angel of death. No. I just put the question mark, even though it's a statement. It's just out of habit at this point. Why do you need to see Hilda?
To help her finish her unfinished business. People who are dying always have things they wish they could do before they go. We leave a lot of loose ends in our lives. We're very messy that way.
Okay. What is Hilda's unfinished business?
Hilda wants to see her daughter. She's in Australia, so I'm going to have to use my talent.
Uh-oh, talent?
I can change my skin.
Jesus Christ.
What I look like. I can turn into a patient's loved one. I just hold their hand and ask them to imagine that the person they want to see is sitting right here next to them, and I become them. It's how I help them move on. That's how I comfort them.
Can you show me your talent? Come on. Demonstrate your talent. Can you change your skin now?
I don't know how it works. I just know that it does.
Show me damn it, you changing your skin. I want to see your talent. I want to see you change your skin. Where did this talent come from? Okay, we'll sidestep for now. Can you tell me anything else about Dr. Dekker?
Yes, I had a session with Dr. Dekker on Valentine's Day. 3 o'clock, I think. Just a few hours later, I still can't get over it.
How did your session go? A few hours later.
Dr. Dekker seemed fine on Valentine's Day. He seemed to be in a good mood. It didn't seem like anything was bothering him.
Did Dr. Dekker know about your talent? Damn it. I mean, obviously there's something big here, but...
I can change my skin. What I look like. I can turn into a patient's loved one. I just, hold their hand and ask them to imagine that the person they want to see is sitting right here next to them, and I become them. It's how I help them move on. That's how I comfort them.
I would probably be weirded the fuck out, but okay.
I only shift at work to help my patients. I don't have any interest in using it as a party trick or to deceive anyone.
Party trick? Deceive anyone?
I don't think I'm deceiving my patients when I shift. I'm helping them.
How long have you had this talent? Damn the fucking parser. Why did they accuse you of stealing? Wait, what? Did I spell something wrong? Isn't this how you spell accuse, or am I insane? Why did they accuse you of stealing? That's what it said. Stealing? Stealing, accuse, nurse. Nurses. What was that about? Why is that not work?
I haven't had a great day, to be honest. Someone accused me of stealing from my patients, which...
Oh, accused. Accused of stealing. No? Why were you accused of stealing? I'm gonna punch your mouth until your skin changes. What were you doing on Valentine's Day?
Actually, I had a hot date. It wasn't anything serious, just some guy I know. But it was a nice date, different to what I'm used to.
Okay, did you go to the beach? You went to the beach on Valentine's Day. You were at the pier. Pier Beach, Mariana. Okay, well, I mean, seems like she's telling the truth, so okay. She's being difficult, though, I'll be honest. Why did they accuse her of stealing? Oh, what did they... Oh, my God. That's the same... What did they accuse you of stealing? Bullshit.
This? Well, it started with this. It's a locket. Alice, one of my patients, gave it to me before she died.
Ooh, what's in the locket? Locket? Alice?
Alice was one of my favourites. She never held back, spoke her mind about everything. But she had a wicked sense of humour.
Wicked sense of humor? Why was her sense of humor wicked? What else have patients given to you?
I have a few other things. A watch, a ring. One patient gave me a little china bird. They're not valuable, just trinkets, really.
Okay. Well, that's something. China bird.
Strictly speaking, all of the patient's belongings should be passed on to family members after they die. But Alice's son never visited. He didn't care about his mum. Why would he care about some worthless piece of jewellery? It just doesn't feel right to me. What do you think, Doctor? Am I wrong to keep the locket?
We need her to trust us, so she'll show us her skin-changing ability. No, it was not wrong to keep the locket.
Thank you, Doctor. That makes me feel much better. I shouldn't let what Terry says bother me so much.
Terry is a bitch and a liar, and she's jealous.
Of course, it was Terry that accused me of stealing. One of the other nurses. She's actually trying to make out that I'm some kind of HSK.
Ooh, horny school kaleidoscope. HSK?
Healthcare serial killer.
Oh yeah, that's what you are.
You know, like those nurses that kill loads of their patients.
Like you.
I'm surprised you haven't heard of it.
I have now.
Anyway, because a few of my patients have died on me, and
More than
some
a
of
few.
those patients have given me gifts,
All of them.
Terry thinks it means that I've been killing them off.
It means that, yes. Yeah. Okay.
Well, it started with this. It's a locket. Alice, one of my patients, gave it to me before she died.
Okay. What's in... I already asked this. It's not... That's what... It's a locket. There's something in it. What's in the locket? Locket. Damn it. Okay. Why was the date different?
It was very traditional, old-fashioned, you know?
No.
Dinner at a nice restaurant. Then we went for a little walk along the pier. Held hands, had a bit of a kiss.
That's not
Then he
old-fashioned.
called a cab, and I went home, alone.
You're a hussy. Did you like the day? Well, obviously. Why is there "Are you happy, doctor" with like bold... What? Were you sad you went home alone?
I think it was about 11 when I left Max. I'm sure you could check with the taxi company if you really wanted to, if you think I need an alibi.
Oh, that gave us the orange. Maybe Jaya should check Elan's alibi with the taxi company. Yes. Yes, we will. Although I'm pretty sure it's legit. But she's also the angel of death, so there's that. Ring? Watch? No. Hint. Who was your date on Valentine's Day?
His name is Max. He's really sweet, but I don't see a future between us. He's not really my type.
Oh, no! Just because he's old-fashioned? You bitch! Why was Max not your type?
I've known Max a couple of years, but this is the first time we've been on a date. I don't think he's boyfriend material.
Ah. You hussy. Okay. Boyfriend material. Took you to a nice dinner. You went to the pier. What more do you want?
This?
No.
Actually, I had a hot date.
You said it was a
It
hot
wasn't
date.
anything serious, just some guy I know. But it was a nice date. Different to...
Some guy? Some guy? Why was Dr. Dekker in a good mood?
We talked about families, I think. Our mums. I probably spent far too much time talking to Dr. Dekker about my mum.
Do you like your mum?
My mum's a nightmare. I said she was into all this new age stuff, right?
Oh, yeah, I remember.
So she thinks she can tell me what I should be doing all the time because she got a message from her spirit guide that said I'm not eating well, or I'm not getting enough sleep, or I'm not looking after my inner moonbeam or whatever. It drives me nuts. But she's my mum. I love her, so I have to take it.
See.
We talked about families, I think. Our mums. I probably spent far too much time talking to Dr. Dekker about my mum.
What's Dr. Dekker's mum like?
Sounds like Dekker and his mum had a few issues. That's what I liked about Dr. Dekker. It wasn't just him asking me questions and analysing me. He talked about himself as well.
Okay. What kind of issues? What issues did his mum have?
I'm not sure I should talk about that.
You better.
Aren't I breaking some reverse patient-therapist confidentiality?
Never. Okay. Does it hurt? That's what I have to ask. Does it hurt when you change your skin?
No, it doesn't hurt at all. I don't think it's a physical thing. I don't think my body actually changes.
Oh, it's mimetic.
I think it's more like an illusion. Like my energy changes or something.
Can you change into a dude? Your energy changes.
It just sort of fades when I let go of their hand. Obviously, I can't see myself, but I feel it leave me. If you get what I mean.
No. You're crazy. No, I don't get what you mean. Yes, I get what you mean. No. Why can't you see yourself? Ooh, nice. Do you have any loose ends in your life?
That's a good question.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't think I have any loose ends. I don't know what that says about me.
You kill all your loose ends. Yeah. Okay. What else we got? What else we got? God, we got a lot of them.
I only shift at work to help my patients. I don't have any interest in using it as a party trick or to deceive anyone.
Can you shift for me?
I've shifted a few times now. I honestly couldn't tell you how many.
Well, okay. Fair enough. hot date? Fuck. Did Dr. Dekker have any unfinished business?
Dr. Dekker almost certainly had unfinished business.
Oh, yeah.
He didn't know he was going to die. But
Loser.
it's too late now. That's why I have to help Hilda while I can.
Okay, still a little rough here. We got the hot date, we've got the locket, and we've got Dr. Dekker's mum.
Sounds like Dekker and his mum had a few issues. That's what I liked about Dr. Dekker. It wasn't just him asking me questions and analysing me. He talked about himself as well.
What did Dr. Dekker say about himself?
Mainly he talked about being a therapist. He said he had a few patients like me, you know, with special gifts. He said not all of them were as enlightened as me.
Ooh. Do you know about the mind stretch outreach? No. I should tell her if I'm happy, yes or no. Oh, okay. Yes, I am happy.
You seem happy. You have a very positive energy.
She's gonna kill me. She's gonna kill me and steal my skin and take my energy. Oh, God! But that wasn't... Oh, there's also this.
It just sort of fades when I let go of their hand. Obviously, I can't see myself, but I feel it leave me. If you get what I mean.
I mean, have you ever looked in a mirror? Why is it obvious you can't see yourself? We're rolling on hints. Oh, did you ever date Dr. Dekker?
No. I didn't go on a date with Dr. Dekker. He's my therapist. I would just be wrong.
You want to talk wrong, you should go talk to that freak taking pictures of naked ladies. Okay, well...
Mainly he talked about being a therapist. He said he had a few patients like me, you know, with special gifts. He said not all of them were as enlightened as me.
What makes you so enlightened?
Well, you know, I know what I can do is special. I see it as a good thing. But apparently, some of his other patients saw their abilities as a curse. Dr. Dekker hated that. He said he wished they could all be more like me.
Well, your ability is 100% voluntary. I mean, that's... that's a pretty big bonus. You know, the 25th hour thing, there would be some nights where I'd be like, all right, I want the next day to... I mean, let's go. And then there's the guy that has the time loops. That's definitely not always a good thing. I mean, at some point, and if something tragic happens, he gets to go to the next day. So you can't even have, like, tragic fun, because then you're going to get arrested the next day or whatever. So, yeah, you know, screw you. You got lucky. And you don't even use it for cool shit. You use it to kill people. Old people. Or whatever. Anyways. Were you lying about looking for love?
I didn't lie. I'm really not interested in dating anyone. I just went out with Max as a favour. For a friend. Like I
Oh
said, it
my
wasn't anything
god.
serious.
Pity date. You didn't even get anything. Paid for everything. Poor Max. Uh,
It just sort of fades when I let go of their hand.
why do you have to hold their hand?
It only lasts for as long as I'm holding their hand. I think it needs that connection.
Okay. Sure. I mean, I don't know how it works. Okay, well, we're going down the list. This was a lengthy one. Just got a lot to say. It's
This,
this locket
well,
nonsense.
it started with this. It's a locket. Alice.
Oh, okay. Why did Alice give you her locket?
It was the one thing she held on to right until the end. Her most treasured possession. She said she wanted me to have it. You don't argue with a dying person's last wishes.
Boom, done. I wonder what my most treasured possession is. I guess my cat. But can you really own a cat, man? I don't know. Alright, Jaya. You should... Whoa! What is that? Check, you should ask the taxi company about Elin. Damn it. Hello.
Hey you. Thanks for helping me with this grief thing. I'm not sure I have it though.
Why don't you think you have grief?
Oh, I don't really know where to start. I feel a bit numb. Maybe we should just talk about him.
Okay, how do you feel about Dr. Dekker's death? Let's talk about him. Let's talk about Dr. Dekker.
It hadn't even been a year. He was a quiet, solitary man. A good listener, as I suppose you'd need to be. His confidence did grow as time wore on, but that's what you'd expect after you've fitted in. I mainly miss our chats. He used to work late with me and tell me things about the patients, things that I probably shouldn't have heard, but did. What do you think of the patients? Nah, perhaps you shouldn't say. You can ask me. Go on, I'll tell you what I think.
Okay, what do you think of the patients?
Most of the patients are suspects, according to the police.
Of course.
Almost all the patients are referred, and some of them are privates, but Dr. Dekker didn't introduce any of them.
Okay. Well, that was the end of that. What? Chats? No. Yeah, I mean, there was definitely some loaded...
It hadn't even been a year. He was a quiet, solitary man. A good listener, as I suppose you'd need to be. His confidence did grow as time wore on, but that's what you'd expect after you've fitted in. I mainly miss our chats. He used to...
work late.
We'd work late together on all sorts of things. He was preoccupied with finding patterns in patients, trying to find some kind of order.
Ooh. Order. Patterns.
Mainly he was searching for a common experience the patients might have had. That's what led them to his office. He'd study everything, even the referral letters.
Referral letters.
Yes, letters, parking tickets, holiday destinations. You know, I find those referral letters... He was sure there was a pattern in them.
Okay, fair enough. What should we do about Ben?
So, should I get a solicitor, or shall we try and talk it out with him?
We should talk it out.
Good choice. I'll go and see Ben to see if I can get him to call off the dogs. I have no idea what's gotten into him. Perhaps it's his mum.
What's wrong with Ben's mum?
She was cuddling him like he was 6. He's 25.
Okay.
It hadn't even been a year.
I don't know. We'll have to wait for a hint for that. Okay, something about Elin, cab, taxi, company, alibi. That's the note I have. If it's a note, it's important. You should check Elin's alibi with the taxi company.
One step ahead of you, boss. Elin was picked up from the pier just after 11 p.m. There is no way she could have got from there to here in an hour.
What if someone was wearing her skin? Never know. You never know. You liked Dr. Dekker. Did you ever date Dr. Dekker? Were you... the classic. Were you sleeping with Dr. Dekker? What do you know about Elin?
Elin seems like a lovely person. I'm not really sure why she's here.
Elin kills old people. Alright. What do you know about Mariana?
Mariana is a special girl. You know, there's something about her that just makes you want to follow her.
Yeah.
Maybe that's what a trendsetter looks like.
Yeah. Okay, we'll go down the list. What do you know about Claire?
Claire seems to be shaken by something. You know, I offer her drinks every time she comes in, but she always refuses them. It's as if she just wants to come in, get her session over with, and then run off to do something else. It's a bit rude, isn't it?
What do you know about Nathan?
Oh, I just want to cuddle Nathan all up. He's such a mess. He's always in the same clothes. You know, he barely talks to me, though. It's the same hello every time. He reminds me of Tom.
Who is Tom?
Tom was a quiet mess, like Nathan.
Was.
Youngish, in his early 20s. He taught piano, but he did have a strange hobby.
What was his strange hobby?
Tom liked to base jump. That's basically falling from a huge building or mountain and pulling your parachute before you hit the ground. He started to think he could fly. Dr. Dekker tried to talk him out of it, but Tom had to prove his point. So one day, Tom decided to base jump without a parachute. Can you guess what happened?
He flew. Tom flew. Tom died.
He did die.
Yeah.
He was hit by a rock from further up the mountain. He never got to fly. Nathan thinks he knows what his problem is too, but if he's not careful, he'll get hit by that rock. I wish I'd said goodbye.
You didn't say goodbye?
I wish I'd said goodbye to Dr. Dekker. It was so sudden. You know, here, then gone. He resigned anyway, but that's not the same, is it?
He resigned? Resigned?
Dr. Dekker resigned shortly before his murder. You know, it's sad. But doctors come and go, and only poor Jaya remains.
Jaya.
I've got his
It's not even a
resignation
name.
letter somewhere. You know, I do all the hiring and firing around here.
Ooh.
Well, Professor Alderby and the Trust technically do that.
Trust? What is the trust? What trust? Alderby and the trust?
Professor Alderby is a trustee. Did I not mention that?
You didn't mention jack shit, really. No, you didn't mention that. Trustee?
I think I'm going to get into trouble now. Have you ever heard of secret shoppers? Well, Professor Alderby posed as a patient to test Dr. Dekker. It's just a thing that he does. I'm sure he'll come and visit you at some stage, so please play along.
Play along. Like, what a deliberate... Oh, God, this game. I mean, let's be honest. If I was making a video game like this... Yeah. Anyways, his resignation letter. To whom it may concern, please accept this letter as a notice of my intention to resign from my position. Well, it was an intention to resign. That's not, I resign. He was like, I'm gonna do it at some point.
I think I'm going to get into trouble now. Have you ever heard of secret shoppers?
Why does Alderby pose as a patient? Pose as a patient? Damn it. What's Bryce? Oh, I forgot to ask about him. What do you know about Bryce? Not Christ.
I think Bryce has a lot of misdirected anger. I don't think I like him that much. You know, sometimes when things overrun, he's outside waiting for you, and he stares at me as if he's undressing me with his eyes. You know, he's not the first person that's done that, but still, you know, it feels worse coming from him.
Ooh. Do you know about Bryce's ability? I guess it's not an ability, it just happens to him. But anyways. Okay, moving on.
It hadn't even been a year.
Yeah, this bullshit
He was
one.
a quiet, solitary man. A good listener, as I suppose you'd need to be. His confidence did grow as time wore on, but that's what you'd expect after you've fitted in. I mainly miss our chats. He used to work late with me and tell me things about the patients, things that I probably shouldn't have heard, but did. What do you think of the patients? Nah, perhaps you shouldn't say. You can ask me. Go on, I'll tell you what I think.
Okay, there might still be a patient. Like, one of these people I haven't even talked to. Like, what do you know about Lacey? No, okay. I think the patients are crazy. Ooh, oh, that's a good one. Who had a session on Valentine's Day?
On Valentine's Day, Dr. Dekker had a session with Claire Castleford at 11 and that nurse, Elin, at 3. Everyone else cancelled. You should see this place Christmas Eve. I was at home though, so I don't actually know who came in. Dr. Dekker did phone and ask me for Nathan's number, which is a bit strange.
Ooh. You call me the days when I should ask Nathan, but we'll have to save that for next time, I guess. Act 3. Okay. Okay, there's nothing else there. Alright, we just sort of gotta grind out the hints. Won't you be breaching patient confidentiality if I ask you about the patients?
Oh, don't be such a It's just between us two.
Yeah, but that's not an argument for breaking the confidentiality. You go to the like that's okay. Yeah. I mean, who knows how often that actually gets broken in the real world? People say shit all the time. Okay, there's not much else here except for the trustee. I have to
think I'm
ask about
going to
this
get into
Alderby
trouble now.
asshole.
Have you ever heard of secret shoppers? Well, Professor Alderby posed as a patient to test Dr. Dekker. It's just a thing that he does. I'm sure he'll come and visit you at some stage, so please play along.
Test Dr. Dekker?
Test is the wrong word. More like gently guide. Professor Alderby had a lot of good advice to offer the young psychiatrists. He really helps them focus on where the problems are.
That still wasn't it? Oh my god. What do you think about chaos?
Nobody likes chaos, Doctor. We're
Some people
supposed to
do.
be restoring order, don't you think?
The Joker likes chaos. It's this fucking... Who is Alderby? Why does Alderby do this? Ah! We're waiting out the hints, I guess. Thank God for the hint system, though. Otherwise, it'd be a little rough. But maybe it shouldn't be rough. Maybe it's a flaw. Do you believe what Professor Alderby said about gods?
Everyone has to believe in something, don't they, Doctor?
Come on. Yeah, we're still waiting on this.
I'm going to get into trouble now.
Why would you get in trouble?
This practice is owned by a trust. They make all the money and leave me to make all the decisions, which generally means making lots of money. I headhunted Dr. Dekker. And you?
Who the fuck are you? Oh my god. It always just throws me off. I don't expect to see that. Who are you? What trust? Why does a trust own this place? Why you? Why do you make the decisions? Give me a hint. What? What? Well, I think Alderby mentioned it, but... have you heard? Oh, hold on. Our great Lord Cthulhu.
So you watched the tapes. Gold star for you.
What?
This practice is owned by a trust. They make all the money and leave me to make all the decisions, which generally means making lots of money. I headhunted...
Why did the trust pick you? Why does the trust own this practice? Who runs the trust? Who the fuck are you? What do you mean by headhunted?
I've recruited the last 5 doctors since I've been here.
Jesus.
Now I've got a flair for recognizing the extraordinary. Both you and Dr. Dekker were extraordinary.
What are you, like 26 or something? How long have you worked here? Why am I extraordinary?
Both Cambridge graduates, both top of the class, both pliable, obedient slaves to my every whim.
Nice.
Yeah, that last one's more of a hope than a must-have attribute.
Nice. Nice. Okay. What happened to Dr. Dekker's glass in Alderby's video?
It smashed.
There you have it. Okay. End of discussion. Thank you. Okay. Moving on to Jasmine. Yes. Hello.
I'm Jasmine. I don't come in that often. What happened to Dr. Dekker?
Dr. Dekker is dead.
Oh. When? How? Sorry, you probably don't know, do you?
Why wouldn't I know? Of course I know. Really crazy? Dr. Dekker was stabbed on Valentine's Day. Okay, fine. Sorry, he was stabbed.
Ouch.
Yeah.
I didn't really know him that well. I'm trying to remember what I was doing on Valentine's Day now.
I didn't say he was stabbed on Valentine's Day. I didn't say he was stabbed on Valentine's Day.
We had a display in the gallery based on Love Conquers All, so I had to work. Mainly it was a collection of giant hearts sat on things, but I ran into another patient, Bryce. I'd never really spoken with him before, but he's quite an art critic. I couldn't get rid of him until I finished work at 11. There's actually another guy who takes over on the night shift. I'm not sure if he kept talking to Bryce though. Providence is open 24 hours.
Why did it focus on her hand? What the hell was that? Do you like Bryce?
There's not much to tell. I knew he was a patient here. I'd seen him in the waiting room a couple of times. He likes art and talking and looking down here instead of up here.
Well, that's normal. So what's your problem?
When you see a painting, it stands still.
Yup.
When I see one, it's moving. Like a mini film, like little vines. But when there's a person in the painting.
What do you see when there's a person in the painting?
They watch me. Normally disapprovingly.
Nice. Disapprovingly.
Because they don't think I know how to appreciate art. Because I'm too young.
That seems pretty like, there's a word. Whatever. That's like her own, insecurities manifesting. But you do appreciate art.
Yes, of course. Otherwise I wouldn't be working in an art gallery. I
Well,
love
hey,
art.
you gotta pay
I
the
love
bills.
paintings. Like I said, they move for me.
Okay, fine. Nope. This?
When you see a painting, it stands still. When I see one, it's moving, like a mini film, like little vines.
Little
But when there's
vines.
a person in the painting,
Little vines. Oh, that's what I want. How do the paintings move?
when I want them to normally, when I want to really get inside what's going on. But some paintings, I can't stop.
Why can't you stop them?
I've been working on portraits at home, outside work. But my paintings aren't so good. Nowhere near Providence standard. I painted a man, Dorian. You know, after Dorian Gray.
I feel like I have to ask about Dorian Gray because the game assumes that me, the stupid video game player, doesn't know about Dorian Gray.
I wanted to try and capture someone aging, so I divided the face into thirds and painted a boy, his father, and his grandfather in each third. It was hideous. And it started talking to me.
What did the painting say? What did it say?
That I'm ugly, that I have no talent, nothing will become of me. Is that true, Doctor?
No, you're not ugly. No, that's not true.
I hear it so many times with that wretched painting. It's in my head. But thank you.
Okay. Ask her how she felt about Dekker. Okay. How did you feel about Dr. Dekker?
He was shy. And then less so. When I told him about my problem, he told me to set fire to it.
Did you set fire to it?
Yeah, he could have been more specific. I tried to set fire to Providence.
The city?
At that time, I thought the only way to fix my problem was to set fire to the entire art gallery. Several paintings didn't make it. Luckily, my boss didn't press charges. The police did arrest me, though.
And you kept your job? Your boss didn't fire you?
My boss, Petra, she's just lovely like that. Providence has gone through some tough times, and I've only been there a year. She invested her life savings, and it's still not making any money. Such a sweet lady. You'd do anything for her.
That's insane. Why is the art gallery struggling? Damn. Did she ask you to set fire to the... No. What? Oh, I guess I have to specify. Petra?
Dr. Dekker told me to burn it. It was nothing to do with Petra.
Well, he didn't really. But okay, if you want to say that. You would do anything for Petra? Damn.
My boss, Petra, she's just lovely like that. Providence has gone through some tough times, and I've only been there a year.
Tough times?
No, why are you saying that? I don't even know if Petra has insurance.
Okay, I didn't. Did the painting of Dorian get destroyed in the fire? Why would it be in the art gallery? It was shit. She said it was shit. Was the painting of Dorian in the art gallery. As was Dorian burned in the fire?
I already ripped up the painting. It screamed as I cut it. And now whenever I close my eyes, I can see it, hear it. I need the tablets, Doctor. I need them.
Tablets?
The temazepam? The sleeping tablets. The ones you gave me last time.
I didn't give you any tablets. I've never seen you before. This is our first meeting. Why do you need sleeping tablets?
Dr. Dekker gave them to me.
Yeah, I
They
didn't.
helped. I know it's in my head. I know paintings can't talk. What's wrong with me, Doctor? Why do I do this?
You are crazy. You are hallucinating. Damn it. Maybe you just lack confidence.
Thank you, Doctor. I'll think about that. And the prescription?
How does that really help you? Oh, you lack confidence. Oh, okay. Let me get confidence. Alright, Lacey. Hello.
I'm Lacey Hendricks. So you don't know about me then?
I don't know anything about you.
Where to start? My next door neighbour in Jobson Hill, where I live, she was murdered. 80, and they diversion burgled her. But she was wise to it and started calling the police. They slit her throat with a bread knife. So I started a neighbourhood watch.
Diversion burgle. Is that where somebody causes a diversion and then someone else burgles? Neighborhood watch?
It was me and Agnes. Everyone else thought we were overreacting. If they want their throats cut, that's up to them, living in their bubbles. But Agnes... Poor Agnes.
What happened to Agnes? Agnes?
She went missing, and still is. And that's what people think. But it's not the truth.
What is the truth?
It killed them. It looks normal enough. A smartly dressed, door-to-door saleswoman. I know because I heard my other neighbours shout at her. No Jehovah's! They think anyone knocking is a Jehovah. But she said she was selling double glazing.
What the fuck is going on, man? Double glazing?
I don't know. I didn't answer the door. Best not to nowadays. But I watched her go to Agnes's. Poor Agnes. She let her right into her house.
What happened to Agnes?
I could only see the silhouette. It turned from a person into it looked like, I guess you'd call it a Medusa. Snakes for her face. And Agnes just fell to the floor. A few minutes later, the woman left, smiling like the cat that got the cream. That was the end of Agnes.
Did you tell the police? What did Agnes die from?
I saw it with my own eyes. What more proof do I need?
Yeah, but you didn't give me a cause of death.
You're starting to sound like Dr. Dekker. He didn't believe me either.
Why didn't Dr. Dekker believe you?
I didn't have much luck with him, like I said. He didn't believe me.
Yes,
He thought I was having a hallucination caused by the stress of my neighbour being so brutally murdered. Where is Agnes, though? haven't found her, have they? Have they?
What? I don't understand. This woman took Agnes? Wants to know if they found Agnes. No, they haven't. Actually, yes, they have found Agnes.
What? That can't be possible. Is that true? Why don't I know about it then? When was this then? Is she alive? Her useless husband is?
Useless husband. Let's change the subject quickly.
Don't know much about him. Other than the fact that he looks at me like I'm 6 foot under every time we meet. He doesn't seem too bothered she's gone missing either. He did at first, when the police were crawling around. But now they've gone, that stopped. If I hadn't seen that thing eat her, I'd...
Eat her. Ooh, nice. Okay. Do you suspect the husband? Of course not.
No. He's a Weasley little man who spends far too much time in his garden. It's probably like the National Trust back there. The constant digging and building, pruning and sawing.
What is he building?
What a thing to say. Why would you say that? I kept watching the front door after that saleswoman had left and nothing. She didn't leave, and you can't get out the back since the council sold the garage block.
Garage.
Ron's a gardener, not a killer. Unless
what?
Agnes said Ron was laying the foundations for a new greenhouse. You don't think...
Yup. He buried her in the greenhouse.
I need to call the police.
Yup.
I need to call them now. But they won't listen to me.
They'll listen to
I
me.
tried to tell them about the monster, but they didn't believe me. They won't believe me about this, I promise you. Please, could you call them, Doctor?
Yes, I will call the police.
Thank you, Doctor. Now give me a pen and I'll write down the details for you. Don't you want to know why Dr. Dekker called me the leech lady?
How would I know that he calls you the fucking leech lady? Lady? Why did Dr. Dekker call you the leech lady?
He said that I leech thoughts from people. Suck 'em right out of their heads. And I can put thoughts in there too. I'm not that clever though, am I, Doctor? I mean, it's not as if I was having an affair with Ron and Agnes was in the way and needed to disappear. So I made this story up. I mean, what do you think I do for a living anyway?
What do you do for a living? I think you are a serial killer. What? Maybe you're unemployed.
Why did you guess that, Doctor? Because I've got time on my hands.
Yep.
Enough time to worry and protect my neighbours with a neighbourhood watch scheme.
Yep.
You're wrong. But I'll remember that.
Oh. That's scary. Yeah, I know we're going a little bit long, but I really want to just wrap up this act before we finish. Maybe you sell double glazing. Damn it. We're close. We're close. I got no green. I have to wait for the hint. What were you doing on Valentine's Day night?
I was at Henley Church.
Oh.
They had a service that ran right up till midnight. For us less fortunates without a love in their life. Well, now. Do you have someone, Doctor? Do you have a love in your life?
Yes, her name is Mariana. Yes, I do. Yes, I have a love in my life.
Keep him safe. You never know who's going to come knocking on your door.
That's creepy. You're creepy. All right, that's it. So, next time, then, we can finish up the act. I'm sure there'll be an intermission or something, and then we'll dive even deeper into the craziness. And hey, we get to go back to Mariana. Hopefully. You never know. Maybe she'll take a sick day, but that would suck. That's like when your crush in high school takes a sick day, and it's like, wow, what am I even doing here today? What am I doing here? Anyways, my name is Mangg. Gaming Watching has been the infectious madness of Dr. Dekker. I'll see you fine folks in the next part.